Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Trio Inspired and I am their mum. Today I'm going to show you how to make slime. Okay, so first thing you need to do is get 1 cup, because you need to mix up your borax solution. So just get 1 cup measurement. It's like this. Okay, and we need to fill it with water. So I've got a kettle boiling. So I'm going to do it with warm water. So I just need to you'll need your parents to help you with the kettle. So I'm just going to put some of it as boiling water in. And then I'm just going to grab some tap water to make it warm. I haven't filled it right to the top because you don't really need to. The next thing you'll need is a borax solution. I bought mine online. And it's just sodium tetraborate, okay, and it's just a powder form, and it's fine as long as it's fine to come in contact with your skin, but as long as you don't ingest it. So don't eat it, don't put your fingers in it and then put your fingers in your mouth. But it comes in just a powder form, and I just bought 250 grams of it, and this was pretty much full, and it's lasted me a long time. So you need 1 teaspoon of this to 1 cup of water. So I'm going to pop one of these in. Okay. I have got a proper measurer, but I'll just use this for now. Okay, so I'm just going to stick 1 teaspoon in. And it needs to pretty much dissolve for it to work. But that's fine, because you've got to mix up all the rest of your stuff first before you actually get to putting it in your slime anyway. But you just keep stirring it, and eventually, so, yeah, they're still there a little bit, but they will go completely. So give it a stir. Okay, I'll check it again, and that's pretty much there. So we'll leave that be for now. I'll just put it out the way, and we'll use it when it comes to it. The next thing you're going to need is a big bowl, and I got this PVA glue, just some craft glue from a shop. It's pretty cheap. I mean, this one was only 85p, and that's for 250 mils. So that's a pretty good sized bottle, really. So you just use as much of that as you think you're going to need for slime. So let me just take the cap off. There we go. And tip a load of that in. If you want to do clear slime, then you'll need a clear glue. But if you don't mind it having the cloudiness to it, then this is absolutely fine. I'm not going to make loads, but I am actually making this for the trio, so they can play with it later. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose which colour I want it. Now, I've just got these little dies. They're powder dies, but this one is red. I've got one in blue, and I've got one in green. So seeing as it's Christmas coming up, I think I will do it in red. And I've got some red glitter, a bit of red and gold, that I'm going to add to this just to make it shine at the end. You can use other types of glitter. This one's just a chunky glitter. The other one's quite a fine one. This one's a chunky glitter. And I found it doesn't work as well because it seems to sit heavy in the slime and you can't see it as much. It doesn't tend to go to the surface as much, but it's entirely up to you. There's lots of different things you can use. But I'm just going to try a bit of this. There you go. I want it quite bright. I'm just going to use these little mixers, which are normally for glue. And I'm just going to mix it up. You might need... It depends on how strong the dye is, but I think I'm probably going to need a fair bit, really, because I don't think it's going to mix in great. And it seems to be pink more than anything else. Something else I do use is food colouring, because that's probably the best one to use, as then it won't stay in there chunky. But anything you have got in there that doesn't mix in properly, I think you'll probably find that it will mix in even better at the end. I'll try and keep my hand out the way if I can a little bit, but you can see there was a lump, and I'm just going to break that down, and hopefully that'll mix in quite nicely, make more of a reddy type colour. I don't mind if it's pink, to be honest, because it will look nice with the red glitter anyway. Let's just, there we go. So that'll pretty much do it, I think. I'm quite happy with that colour, actually. I think I'll go with that colour. That's a nice colour. Yeah. This seems, the powder stuff seems to be quite difficult to break up. I normally use the food colouring. So, okay, that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do next, which I'm just going to do off camera, is I've got this bottle, and I found that putting the borax in this bottle is actually easier, because then, as opposed to doing a teaspoon at a time, you can actually just squeeze it in, and it will keep in this bottle as well. So I'll be back in a minute once I've done that. Right, so I'm back. I've put the borax in this container. What I found was that 1 cup, I've still got some left, so you could fill up 2 of these with 1 cup of borax. So you can see how 1 teaspoon of borax. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it a little bit at a time, because you don't want to add too much because it will ruin it, which I've done many a time. So I'm going to mix it in. Right, okay. So I'm going to add a bit more. I added a bit more red because I wanted it to be a deeper pink, like this. So I'm going to add a bit more, not much. If you wanted to, you could add the glitter before you add the borax, and that's absolutely fine. It's whichever you prefer, really. It works either way. Okay, so you can see it's really starting to clump together now. It's getting really stringy, really gluey. So once you mix it for a few minutes and you realise it's not going to go any further, it's not going to clump together anymore, then add some more. Soon I'll take over with my hands just because it's much easier. You can feel it then, so you can tell. You can tell when it's coming together a bit more, I find. But yeah, I'll just give it a big stir. That's really starting to come together now. I can see that. If you get it on you, it does dye you quite a lot, so just be aware that the colour will stain. It will stain your clothes and your hands and anything else it comes into contact with. Okay, now you can see it's coming together, and it's soon I'm going to get my hands in there, but I don't want to get it in when it's still really sticky like this, because it will just stick all over my hands. But everything that you see around the bowl should pretty much come off. But can you see it's really, really thick and gluey now? This is a stage where it's, whoops, where it's starting to properly come together. So yeah, it's starting to come away from the little spatula now, so it is going to stick to my hands, but it's not going to stick to my hands as much as it would before. I just find it's easier to mix. So give it a good stir. I'll stir it in here first, get it to come together. It's really sticky. By the way, I'm no slime expert. I just enjoy making it and watch a lot of slime videos myself. So I'm sure there are better ways of doing this and lots of other people who do it. So this is just a bit of fun. This is just some simple slime for the children to play with. Okay, now it's together like that. You can see some of the areas where the dye didn't mix in properly. That will mix in, okay. I don't think the glue I used was the best. There are certainly better glues than some. This one, it's gone quite tight to start off with, but it will loosen up a little bit. But it's already get into the not sticky stage. But I'm just going to play with it for a minute, and I'm going to get it to a stage where it's a bit looser and a bit easier to play with. So I'm going to give it a good mix and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've played around with it for quite a bit and it is actually quite a nice slime now. I would say it's probably more the texture of a putty slime as opposed to a really silky slime. But what I did do was I found that it went quite tight, and I think it's because I had such a small amount of glue. It was quite tight. Borax. So what I did was I added some lotion to it. I would probably say I added about 2 tablespoons of lotion, and it's made it go nice and stretchy and silky, and it smells really nice. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the glitter to it, and all I'm going to do for that is take a tub and I'm going to put some glitter in it, and I'm going to go with this nice red. I'm going to put the slime in at the end by the time when I've put some of this in there. So I'm just going to put the slime down to pour the slime, sorry, the glitter into the bowl, and it's really, I don't know if you can see how shiny it is, but there's bits of gold foil glitter in there, like tinsel glitter, and some really fine red glitter. So I'm just going to put that across the bottom, and I'm hoping, I'm probably going to end up using all of this just because I want it to really show. But I really like that that hot bubblegum pink colour of this that it turned out, so I'm really pleased with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie it in there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come a little bit closer to it so you can see it a bit better. Okay, and it's just on that, and I'm just going to turn it around in the glitter, and it will take hold of the glitter. Okay, and you can see it sort of mixing in. It's going to take a bit of mixing, but it should be fine. Okay, and I'm just going to mix that through for now. You can sort of see the specks in there. I don't know if it will show up on camera as glittery as it is, but I'm going to try and get it to mix all in. You can put as much as you like in, but I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see, I'll probably just see the shine on the slime, but there is a lovely, most of it's still on my fingers, but there's a lovely fleck going right the way through it of the glittery red and gold. So that's pretty much it of how to make the slime. This is the texture of it. What I find helps as well is if you lay it down to rest for a bit. So if you just put it in a bowl, walk away from it for about 10-15 minutes and come back, you'll find that it will have amalgamated a little bit better, so it will be so much more stretchy. Okay, if you could smell this, it'd be amazing. But this slime makes for a really pretty slime, but you can hear it's really does really good bubble pops as well. So be able to do that. It's really good at doing bubble pops. You can really squeeze it. See, and it's really good for that as well. You can't really see it. Hang on a second. I'll put it in there. Okay. So it's really good. I'm really happy with this. I think it turned out really well. Thanks for watching our channel. If you like it, please support us. We are a new channel, so we could do with all of the likes and positive comments below. And if you'd subscribe, then there'll be more future channels, and there'll be more of me making slime and doing some extra things that will probably be quite nice for you to see. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.